Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976 allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Hey family, how's everybody doing? I'm live right now. I was just letting somebody know they just called. They always call when you go live. You can call them all day long. They don't answer the phone. As soon as you go live, they be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Anyway, you guys, I just wanted to chit chat. I wanted the popcorn come up because we haven't did one in a while. Miss Dee Dee was one in the chat. Popcorn, your number is 7929692. We got Zena being second in the chat with a popcorn. Actually, Curl Small was second, but she didn't say popcorn. What's Curl's problem? This was a popcorn. You guys know we don't come on at noon. But Zena got that second. She said popcorn 7929691. And then we got Lisa, and I didn't put your last name on here. We got Lisa Taylor in here. She said popcorn 7929690. Okay, you guys, guess what? These numbers are in there. And I am keeping track, and I am on the ball. Yeah, Curl was probably saying, "Oh, I forgot. Doggone it." Hey, I want to say hello to everybody that came on in here. Miss Dee Dee, Curl Small, Zena Torbert, Lisa Taylor, KMB, Monique Hall is in the building. She said popcorn a little bit late. KMB did. But I'm glad that you said it because sometimes... Oh, and Monique has been a member for 32 months. You go, Monique. That's my girl there. She said, I'm going to stay being with you, SP, no matter what. You guys know. You guys know what time it is. Let me tell you guys something. I could share with you. That's why I wanted to come on here. Um, our live yesterday was a pretty good live, even though I had a horrible day. But I calmed down. I did. I calmed down, you guys. I just want you guys to know I calmed down. I didn't want to come on here and rant and rave about how terrible of a time I had trying to get into trying to test and then testing, then after the test and how I felt. And nobody likes things like that when you don't know what you're going to be tested on and it's just so broad. Anyway, you know, we're going to do what we're going to do. We're going to do what we're going to do, and we are. Anyway, so that's what's up on that. Anyway, you guys, I got something to share with you. So we were talking about Miss what's her name? Dewan. Her name is Dewan, which is a pretty name. And my girl told me she sent me some more stuff. I don't know if she did or she didn't. She was like, I sent you all of that. You know. Somebody's telling me they want more money. They done went up and up and up on, keeping the grass cut at some of my properties. And it's like, I completely, because they was like, I need to charge $10 more. Well, you charged $10 more last year. Now you're charging $10 more this year when I wasn't comfortable last year. And he's just steady going up. And he was like, because I've got to do this. And if that's going to be a problem, because this is what I need to have. So I told him we're going to have a problem. So I texted him back and said, I can't do that. I can't do no more. And I'm because I couldn't do what I did last year. I made it work. But you got to remember, you work very hard for your money. And when you work very hard for your money, you spend it well. You don't let somebody just tell you what they need. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a service. I don't want to know about who went to the hospital, who birthday it was, what your car broke down. I don't want to know all that. You gonna cut the grass, cut the grass. I can't help you that you want to share those things with me, but I'm just worried about the grass getting cut. Because when I go to work and I'm working with those residents, they don't want to know about how my day went and did my grass get cut and did the dog get fed and then the bills get paid and what I couldn't pay and how was school and all this. If they want me to talk about what's going on because they're stuck there and they just want to know something about the world outside of those walls, I will share with them. But other than that, I come in there, do my job, get in, and get out. You know what I'm saying? So this guy, he's been going back and forth with me, which I really haven't been going back and forth with him. So I told him this is how it went. Sonny, I'm planning on mowing over there on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to need to make a little more to keep up with the equipment. I need to make this amount of money this year. If that's going to be a problem, this is what he said. If that's going to be a problem, I just need to know. It's not just you, but last year I was doing it a little cheaper, but it just wasn't working. I would have said something earlier, but I have had other things going on and it didn't get addressed until now. Thanks for your business, and I wish I could do it cheaper, but I'm going to replace some equipment and I just need to make a little more. Thanks for letting me know. If you are still wanting me to take care of that, thank you for your time. So you guys already know, I'm dealing with, so a Caucasian. And so I texted him and said, that's going to be a problem. And so he texts me back. And I mean, he texts me back in like 5, 6 minutes. He says, okay, I understand that, but it's really not negotiable. I'll just need to take care of my other customers. And if you decide to do something later, just let me know. I appreciate your business. And I apologize for the inconvenience, but it's just more than I can absorb at this time. I said, no problem. I have to stay in my budget. My income is not so great, so it's been nice. I can't stretch anymore. Thanks. I will find someone else. That's right. That's how you do it, right? He says, I completely understand. It's only $10 more than I know what you mean. I've got more things that have to be paid, and it's just what I need to do. I just can't keep breaking even and not making enough to pay for parts. Eventually, I need to replace equipment, and I just need more to cover expenses. I'm sure someone will come along, but when they don't take care of it, it'll probably be a problem. I think I've earned what I charge, but I understand. I was trying to make it minimum, but it's not something I can do anymore because I'm just breaking even. Good luck with your search, and God bless you. I've tried to be consistent and dependable. It's all I can do. Thanks. Dude, he think I should have pity on him. And at the end of the day, you guys, let me tell you something. I got a grown son, okay? A full-grown son. He's 32. Very dependable of getting whatever I need done. Hello. I've got all these brothers, very dependable to get it done. I didn't need him at anything. I could get it done for free. I can go do it myself. I've got a riding lawnmower. It will take me no more than 10 minutes to get on that riding lawnmower and just go on down there and chop it on down. Every 2 weeks, 10 minutes. He think I should pay him $70, $80 every 2 weeks for 10 minutes of his time. I don't need him. I've got a riding lawnmower. I got a trailer to hook it up. I got a truck to pull it. And since my son is always, Mom, you got something for me to do? I do got something for you to do. Go over there, take that lawnmower over there, and go cut the grass. Hello. That's what you can go do. And I'm not worried. I just, see what happened was we had agreed on, I had somebody else was charging me $35. And I was like, so they had something to do that day and I wanted it done. And so I was like, I'll just find someone else to do it really quick for me. And so he came along and he was like, oh, I'll do it for $35. And then he gets over there and then he was like, well, it's a little high right now. So I'll do it, for $50. And I was like, okay, that's reasonable because it is high because, the guy didn't cut it when he was supposed to cut it. And, it took me some time to look for somebody. But that's not what the price I was going to pay him all the time. Then he came back the next week. No, when he come to get the money, first of all, he was supposed to come get the money. He came and got, and I handed him the money, and he was like, "Hold on, I need $70." I said, "No, that is not what we agreed on. We agreed on 35, and then you got over there and was like, hey, I need more than that." And so you said, I'll do it for 50. So I'm giving you 50. And he was like, well, I guess we got a misunderstanding or whatever. And da-da-da-da-da. And my husband wasn't here. So he was like, Well, at least give me 60. So I gave the knucklehead $60. So the next 2 weeks he comes along. He was like, I went over there and cut it. And he was like, it's better for you to just bring me the money. So not only now he's coming to get his money, I have to find where he lives and bring it to him and drop it off. And we did this all last year. $60, $60, $60. And trust me, that $60 was kicking my butt. Sometimes I didn't have it. But unfortunately, I came up with it, made sure he got it, and he kept my yard, the grass over there cut. Anyway, I told my grandson this year we're gonna pull that riding lawnmower out, and he's gonna keep it up for me this year. So he's acting like good luck. I ain't gotta worry about it. I don't have to worry about it. So Pooh Sweets is in here, and she say, "Hey, Mom, Monique called." She said, "What's going on?" I see you signed your watch. Oh. I called you 2 times, and you was like, "Hello, hello," and I'm like, "Hello, hello," and you was like, "She must done dropped the phone." No, I was on there. Something's going on with the phones. I don't know what. Anyway, you guys, I do want to talk about this girl, but I just had the best dinner in the world. I'm just telling y'all what I just made myself, and I wanted to share it with you. If you guys want to go make it, you guys can go make it too. But oh my goodness, I don't know what to call it. You guys gonna have to tell me what to call it, because I'm gonna put it on my truck. I'm put on my food truck. But what I did was, so the other day, I was like, oh, I'm so hungry, but so I cooked me a pot pie. Okay, I cooked me a pot pie, a beef pot pie, and it just wasn't fulfilling. It was just, I like beef pot pies. I grew up on beef pot pie. Who done grew up on beef pot pies? Put a 1 in the chat if you grew up on beef pot pie. I like beef pot pie, and or chicken pot pie or turkey pot pie. If you grew up on pot pies, put a 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. But the pot pie, it was good. I hadn't had it in a long time. Yeah, your phone is tripping, girl. So, and Miss Dee Dee, we be talking about swapping recipes and stuff. Woke the God is in the building. Pooh Sweets done grew up on Popeyes, okay? Sanja done grew up on Popeyes, so let me tell you what I did. So, I had cooked me a Popeye, but it wasn't fulfilling enough. They don't put enough stuff in the Popeyes anymore, if you guys know. Now, there's 2 different kind of Popeyes that they have. They still have the banquets, which all we know is cheap, but it's good. And then they have Marie Calendar, which is, I don't know, they have a little bit of more stuffing in the pot pie, but their crust is not as all that, okay? So anyway, I took my banquet pot pie, stuck it in the oven, and I said, I wonder what it would taste like on a bed of rice. Because rice is a filler, right? So anyway, I put me a pot of rice on, and when it got done, I stuck it on top of it, and I was eating that. Oh my God, it was so delicious. It was so delicious. So I said, okay. But, I was going, Papa, this is good. And he was like, where's the meat in the pot? Exactly. Ain't too much meat in there. You only gonna get about 6 or 7. But check this out. I'm gonna tell you what I did. I'm gonna tell y'all my whole little secret. Because I know how to put things together. I rock it like that. She said KFC Popeyes are the bomb. Girl, I'm gonna tell you right now. It is not gonna be hitting on what I just made. Let me tell you. I am full. It was so good. If I had a piece of fish on the side, man, I'd be wanting to slap my mama. That's how good it was. Let me tell you what it did. I went to the store and I bought me a whole bunch of ingredients. She said my mom always cooked ours with rice back in the day. Really? Girl, what did y'all call it? Because I'm thinking I done created something here. I'm serious. I'm serious, you guys. I think I done created something. So I was telling my girlfriend on the phone, I was like, oh man, you know what? I was like, that pot pie was so good, but I could taste the pot pie. So it was like pot pie on rice. And I didn't want it to tell. I said, so yeah, I'm gonna tell you. She said, tell me. Girl, I went to the store and bought me 10 pot pies, okay? 10 of them. They were all beef. So I'm thinking, okay, I would have a chicken, I would have a turkey, and I would have a beef. But this is what I'm going to do. Or I was going to have shrimp, okay? So check this out. So I got 10 pot pies, beef. This is the recipe. Matter of fact, I'm going to write it down before I don't forget. Because I just made a big old batch and I'm going to have to stick it. She said a rice pot pie. That's what it sounds like. That's what it is, but it ain't rice pot pie. It's on a bed of rice. But when I get done with it, y'all gonna thank me later. You gonna have to try this. I'm telling you. If you're married, man, well, you're getting something tonight. I'm just telling you. You just are. Okay. So the recipe for this, I only cooked 5 pot pies. I didn't cook all 10. I just cooked 5. I got 5 for later. It's gonna be way later because this makes a whole lot. So 5 pot pies, beef. Okay. Then I went and got a jar of gravy, and it's a brown gravy, and it's called beef ground gravy. I'm just telling you, you can make your own gravy if you want to, but this way is quick and fast. This is a quick meal. So brown, it's brown gravy in a jar. Matter of fact, let me go find out exactly what it's called. It is called Heinz Homestyle Brown Gravy. Okay, so brown gravy in a jar, and then you need to get the Xanaran sausage. Xanaran sausage. You know the 2 little ablulos or whatever they want to call them. Get that. Get one of those. So that's the Xanaran. Xanaran sausage, okay? You get an onion, a yellow onion. 1 yellow onion, because you're going to use half. You're only going to use half of that onion. So just put on a half of yellow onion. And then you need, it's a can of chopped jalapenos. So you're only gonna take 2 spoonfuls of the chopped jalapenos out, okay? Or just say a half a can. So half a can of chopped jalapenos. And then you need a can. You're gonna use the whole can, so you want to get 1 whole can of refried beans. I know, you guys. And one other thing. She said, I'm going to try this recipe too. Girl, you're going to get some. Okay? You need one other thing. You need 1 can of mix. Do not get the peas and carrots. Get the mix with the potatoes, the peas, the carrot, the green bean, the whatever's in it. But it's got 7 different vegetables in it. So you want to get 1 can of mixed vegetables. Okay? Now, this is what you do. Okay? Y'all should know what to do, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Okay? She says, yes, I use that. Okay, so this is what you do. That's the only ingredients you got. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ingredients, and you put your rice on, okay? You put your pot-pies in the oven. You put your rice on so it can cook and it can fluff up and everything. Everybody know how to cook rice, right? Okay, you got to put, 1 cup. You probably only need 1 cup of rice to do for two to three people. Okay, because let me tell you something. This is gonna make a whole lot. This is not gonna make a little bit. This can feed a army. Really, it can feed like 12 people if you wanted to. If you cook enough rice, it all depends. You can cover it up, put it in the freezer, use it later. So don't worry. You're not going to just waste food, okay? Because it made all of that, and I've got enough to probably eat for maybe, if I eat it every day, which I'm not, but if I ate it every day, I can probably eat this for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. She says, sounds like Cajun sacotage, pot pie stew. Cajun sacotage. Oh, okay. Doesn't so here's the thing, you guys. So check this out. My Popeye's in the oven. My rice is cooking and it's almost done. I chop up my oven, my onion, my yellow onion. I only chop up half. You don't want a whole bunch in there. Chop up your onion, and I didn't say dice it. I said chop it. So you want big chunks. You don't want it diced, okay? And I throw them in a skillet, add a little oil, vegetable oil. And you let it cook until you get a little browning on the onion. Because you don't want crunchy onion, okay? And you dice up your Xanaran sausage. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I only cooked one of those sausage, but I should have cooked both of them. I'm gonna tell you right now. I didn't chop. You just make your little circles. They look like little quarters. You just cut them thin. It goes a long way. But I shoulda used both of them. So I'm gonna tell you right now. The best thing to do is use both sausage. Okay. Don't try to. This was just for me, so. I wanted it to last longer, and plus, when I make Papa a meal, because Papa he don't like rice, so I can still cook him, and just cook him some sausage and cook him some mashed potatoes or something like that. You guys understand what I'm saying? Because he just don't like rice as much. He likes sugar on his rice. So you want an onion saute? Yeah. So you're going to saute your onion with your sausage. That's the only thing you put in there. Your onion in your sausage. And you let it, you get a little crispy on the edges of your sausage. And after you do that, you get your pot out. Get your big pot out, okay? Don't go get no little bitty pot. Get your big pot. First thing you do, you take your brown gravy and you dump it in the pot. Dump, dump, dump. Then you take your Xanaran sausage and your yellow onion, you dump it in the pot. Dump, dump, dump. Then you take your jalapenos and you take your two spoonfuls of your jalapenos. You throw that in there, okay? Then after that, you take your refried beans. You take the whole can. You put that in there, right? Okay? Then after that, you put your mixed vegetables in there. You make sure let that cook. Oh, it's thick. It's like a roux, you guys. Like a roux. Your Popeyes get done. Guess what? Put that in there. Cause the crust on there, throw it all in there. Okay, let it get hot, warm. Let that stuff cook. Get your rice. Put your bed of rice right in the middle of your plate. You can have a little bit or you can have a whole lot. I'm just telling you right now. I didn't have so much rice because I was thinking, I'm going to get full. Like I said, I had like one nice 1.5 spoonful of rice. Then I went in the pot and I got me one big scoop, and it was already, it had made the roux itself. It didn't taste like pot pie. It tasted like a gravy, New Orleans type of meal. Oh my goodness. I told you guys, I was sitting back. I didn't put no salt in it. I didn't put no pepper in it. I didn't put no red pepper in it. It didn't need nothing. It didn't need butter. Because those are the things that we usually put in, especially when we're eating rice. And, every flavor, every taste. Oh, my goodness. She said, this is different. I'll be at Walmart today. I'm going to try. Girl, I'm telling you, I got a big old pot on my stove right now. I had to go get me some little containers to put it in, because guess what? Now, only thing I got to do is go in my freezer, unfreeze it, cook me a pot of rice, throw it on there, and you got a meal. And I'm telling you, it doesn't taste like pot pie. It doesn't smell like pot pie. Papa come in the house, girl, what you been cooking? You been cooking something. I'm like, you don't want this. And then I got to thinking, okay, what can we do? Okay, we can sell this. This can be a side. This could be a side with some different things. Like, do the chicken. You have the chicken with the bed of rice. And then you put some sliver chicken on there, to entice it. So it can be enticed. So it won't be like, oh, same thing. Go get 5 pot pies, but get the chicken pot pies. Don't have the Xanaran sausage. Just go ahead and get you some. The best way to cook chicken is not to boil it, is to put it in the oven and wrap it up, and put the oven on bake so it'll be, it won't be chewy. You don't want chewy food. So did you and Papa have a good time that night? Girl, we had a wonderful time. We went to Oak Pies, where we've never been before. We try to do that twice a month. Go someplace to eat where, it's a good place, like a new place we've never been. And we just talked about everything. He knew I was so upset. And so, he was like, what you upset with, Mama? And I was like, dang, they got me. I don't like to be like I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got me out of character, And because I'm so angry and I'm so mad, and I know it's minimum. You know why it's minimum? Because I'm alive. I'm healthy. I got a roof over my head. My car is running right. My kids are healthy. Okay, like, what am I tripping on? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people didn't wake up. A lot of people don't have a car. A lot of people can't go to school. A lot of people wish that they can even go there or even be where I'm at instead of, go further or whatever. So, we just kicked back, had a good time. And we came home, played with the dog a little bit, and, then we went to bed. Well, yeah, I think. So what had happened was I had a cosmopolitan drink, one, and Papa, he had him a Long Island iced tea. And like I said, we're not drinkers or whatever. So that was it. When I got home, I was like, I'm out. He was like, you going to bed, girl? I was like, he was like, oh, she's asleep. Did you hear about those 2 Kansas City women that has been missing since Sunday? What's going on in Kansas City? They found the car in Arkansas. I did think about, I've heard about those 2 women. Yes, I did. But they missing at different times and stuff, and it's more to it than that. But some people, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you guys something. A lot of people, they play around with people. They play around, and they play around with the wrong people. Okay, I'm just saying. I can't tell you what's going on, but I can tell you how the world think and the world is. I see it all the time. People play with me all the time. And here's the thing. People really don't know you. They don't know people. So that while they sitting up there, yeah, and you see the girl that went to court, she was like, I got a master's degree in history. Then she go smack her lips, cock her head to the side, and look like she said something smart, like she cute. Dummy, you're done. You're gone for your life. So I don't know what made you think that that was cute, what you said or what you did or whatever, whatever, whatever. And yeah, so you mess around with the wrong person and they'll meet you on the other side. And I'm not talking about heaven and earth. I'm talking about when you get ready to get in your car, or when you get ready to step out your car, or you're getting off of work, or you at a party or something, you know, or you thinking you cute or you smart and you trying to take somebody for $10 or whatever, or you playing with somebody's heart. That's why I don't play with people. You're not gonna get me. Only time when I'm playing, you guys, we go, hey, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Not you ain't gonna hear me say, girl, I'm just playing. I don't do that. I don't do that because when we're playing a game, we're playing a game. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you, and I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? We laughing and everything. That's why I don't sit around and call people different names, just playing like, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna be like, oh, Tina, you a chicken head. No, I'm not gonna do that. Because if I said it, I meant it. And a lot of times people do say that. My mother taught me a long time ago. You know when people say something and then they say, girl, I'm just playing. She said, no, they not. They not playing. So when people do that, and I'm telling every last one of you in here, really look at that person and what they just did or said because they meant it, okay? You don't play like that. You know? Me and my husband don't play like that. My family don't play like that. My son don't play like that. Cause you can hurt somebody's feelings, and then when they do something, you don't know why they did what they did to you, but they remember you called them this name or you thought it was cute or whatever. She said, put it in the Instant Pot for 45 minutes. It will be good and shredded. She said, put it in the Instant Pot for 45 minutes. It will be good and shredded. I use this method when I make my chicken and dumplings. I usually only use 2 boneless chicken breasts. Girl, that's what I'm talking about. Zena know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. Chicken, turkey, all of that stuff. So, I was just thinking, I probably will have one with beef, chicken, and one with chicken and shrimp, because I don't want to have shrimp by itself, but shrimp can go with chicken. You know what I'm saying? A combo, chicken and shrimp. I probably won't have a turkey one. I probably would have the beef one, because it's actually beef and pork. You know, and so because I put that Zenaran in there, that Zenaran sausage, that's beef and pork. Because it's actually, I could have kept it beef, but I'm going to be honest with you. I wanted that Zenaran sausage, and it was good. And don't get me wrong, that, I just made me one plate full, and I didn't look for the sausage or anything. So, really, to be honest with you, cooking one of those Zenaran sausages instead of both of them is really actually enough. To be honest with you, you don't want to overdo it where you gotta hope. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make it economical that you can afford to do this. You don't want to make it where it's so pricey. So right now, I can tell you how much this will cost. So a bag of rice costs you $1. Okay? They gave me a pen, and it's so brand new. It still had the little thing on it. Okay, so the pot pie's gonna cost you $5. The brown gravy is $1.69. The Xanaran sausage is $2.59. The yellow onion is 69 cents. The jalapeno is $1.29. The refried beans are about 89 cents, and the mixed vegetables is about I think it's about $1.20. Okay, so this is a under $10 meal. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, $13. $13. You can make this meal for $13, and you can have this meal at least 8 or 9 times. I kid you not. So if you can have this meal 8 or 9 times, 8 or 9, we'll say 9 times you can have this meal. Nine people can eat this meal for $15. That means, do a little math for you. This meal costs you $1.06 a person. Or 60 cents, I'm sorry. $1.60 a person to eat. And I'm telling you, you can really eat more than that. I'm just keeping it real. Have you ever tried the Xanaran red beans and rice? It's delicious. No, I haven't. I have not. I was even actually thinking, I was thinking, should I put some red beans in that when I made it? I didn't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, what am I going to call it? I need you guys to tell me. What can I call it real quick? Come on, somebody tell me. Because somebody said it sounds like some succotash. I've never had succotash before. Succotash. But that Xanaran sausage sure was good, man. I'm just saying. It was good. It was delicious. And then, like I said, when we probably just only going to have two. We're going to have chicken and shrimp or beef and pork. Just have two different ones, chicken and shrimp and beef and pork. So we need to call it something, though. SP Specialty Stew with Rice. Okay, Miss Dee Dee, you almost there, but I got you on one thing. When you say stew with rice, because it is a stew, and I was thinking on the way home, she said upside down pot pie. A stew, it's a stew with a roux. Stew roux. You say beef and pork stew roux with beef and pork stew? Beef and pork stew with beef and pork stew rice. Beef pork stew rice. And then chicken and shrimp stew rice. Let me write that down. So it's called beef and pork stew rice. And then chicken and shrimp stew rice. Yes, I like that. So I took a little bit of yours and a little bit of me, and yes. Yeah, beef and pork stew rice. And we can have it as a entree, or we can have it as a side. I mean, you just make the proportion a little bit smaller. Anyway, you guys. Anyway, if you think of anything else, that sounds good. Hey, y'all. Y'all got me hungry talking about food. Girl, it was good. She said potluck pie. Dee Dee, I had that red beans and sausage. It is delicious. Stew, beef and pork stew rice. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all right now, when we go out, and we are going to go out this year, and somebody be like, oh, give me that beef, pork, and stew rice, or the chicken, and do you want the meal, or do you want Because do you want the meal or do you want it on the side with the fish or chicken? You know what I'm saying? And so roux is flour and butter. I know, but it had, that's what I'm saying. It has the taste of roux, Zena. It makes its own roux. It has flour in it because you've got your chicken pot pie in there. If you want it thicker, you could put a flour in there, and then your gravy is with your flour and butter is in with your gravy. So it makes a roux. When you put the gravy in there, and you got your onion in there, and you got your sausage in there, that gravy right there, when you put them refried beans in there, that made your roux right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, that's what it tastes like to me. Kansas City pot stew. Y'all something else. I'm telling y'all, it's good. I don't care what nobody say. If you're gonna cook it, let me know you're gonna cook it, and then I want you to come in here after you cook it. Tell us how good it was, or tell us how terrible of a cook you are, because it's gonna be either one or the other. You can't even mess it up. She said, okay, it tastes like roux. Yeah, it tastes just like a roux. That's why I said, that's why I didn't call it a roux. I didn't call it a roux. It tastes like a roux. That's why we just went ahead and said stew. Because it does taste like a roux. Okay, Pooh Sweets. Pooh Sweets says, I'm making it tonight. Okay, so you got to come in here tomorrow. We'll be on. Today, Thursday. So Friday, we come on at 3 o'clock p.m. 3 o'clock, because right now it says it's 12:45 my time. So 3 o'clock my time, we come on. She said, sock it to Popeye. Sock it to Popeye. What's the name of the food truck? Oh, Miss Dee Dee. It's like that. The food truck is called Dango. I like the Kansas City pie. She said, I like the Kansas City pie. Beef and pork stew rice, and chicken and shrimp stew rice. She said, I like the Kansas City pie. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, you guys. Oh my God, it's so good. Actually, in all reality, I'm gonna make me a bowl and take it to work tonight for my lunch. And you better have you some of that some red soda, or get you some grape crush or orange crush. She said, I will be back on tomorrow. I will have my review and let you know. Girl, I'm telling you. And if you made some cornbread, oh my God. You talking about second round. Oh my goodness. Oh. I know, y'all, I know. And see, the other day, I think it was probably about last week, I told you guys I learned, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be honest with you. All this time, I did not know how to make perfect sweet potatoes. All the time. And I was like, I want to make them like my mama made them. I mean, she made the best. Nobody makes sweet candy yams like mama made, And one day I was watching this girl. I can't remember her name. It was a little black girl. She got a really nice channel on YouTube. And real sweet girl. And she got to cooking those candy yams. And I said, she finna burn up the pot. Look at her. Ain't got nothing going on there. She don't even know what she doing. That girl was like, oh, just put a little bit of water. And I was like, she finna burn up some stuff, y'all. I'm sitting there waiting. Dango bowl. She said, Dango bowl. Okay, they can be called Dango bowls. All right, we got two different Dango bowls. We got beef and pork, and we got chicken and shrimp. But that's our specialty. We got Dango bowls. And it's Dingo. And Dingo was her name, oh. Dingo. Dingo. You guys remember the dingo ate her baby? That's where that name come from. My mama gonna taste it too. She loves her some cornbread. Call it suck it to me, Papa. Nah. Sonya said suck it to me. Some suck it to me, Papa. I do like dango bowls though. Like, do you want a dango bowl or do you want it on the side? Hello, because we got dango bowls. Girl, let me write that down. You good. Dango bowl. Dango bowls. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to have the person that does my graphics make me. Oh, I better go make a bowl of it and take a picture. Because they make my graphics for me. They did a really good job, you guys. It's been. Did they do it last year or the year before? They did it the year before. I think it's the year before they did it. Yeah, 2 years ago. They did my graphics. Girl, it looked just like they just did them yesterday. They ain't discolored or anything. And I'm like, you go. I mean, they did a wonderful job. Because remember, we made one and it flew off. And that was like $100 down the drain. You guys understand what I'm saying? She said, I'll be taste tester. She said, I'll be a taste tester. Anyway, you guys. Yeah. So we got a name. They call Dango Bowls. You can, and you know what? I've got the perfect bowl for it and got a lid on it and everything. Thank you very much. Yep. Got Dango Bowls. Dango Bowls. Got a whole bunch of them too. Yep. Call it suck it to me, Papa. Yeah. Trust me, it's good. And I'm pretty sure the chicken and shrimp is going to be pretty much good too. Because I would get maybe some of those popcorn shrimp and then, get the chicken and shred the chicken in. And like I said, get 5 pot pies. And, you make it, I guarantee you, and then here's the thing. That right there only costs $15 to make, you guys. You know what? For each bowl could be $10. You're going to make $90. Name that dish Warriors. Girl, she said, name that dish Warriors. Well, she said, I put a name on it. I said, Warriors. Thank you for the super chat. Let me give you 2 tickets for that. Didi said, I'm in the building. She said, name it Warriors. And let me give you a shout out. Let's go. I think she said, somebody said, name it Warrior Stew. Calhoun said, Warrior Stew. I'm saying the warriors of the chat to name the dish. Oh, she said, name that dish Warriors. Name that dish Warriors. Okay, good. Because I was going to say, we going to have to name it Warrior Stew. They did name it. Somebody came in and said stew rice, and I was like, okay. And since it's, because I really did like the stew part, because it's not a roux. And first I was trying to go make it like beef pork roux stew. But then I'm like, okay, it does make a roux, but it's more of a stew. I'm just saying. I appreciate you guys. So dingo bowls. These are dingo bowls. Dingo bowls. Dingo bowls. And what's a dango bowl? We got beef and pork stew rice, and then we got chicken and shrimp stew rice. How much is that? 10. Let me see. That meal is so freaking good. But if you just make it 10 like that, people be like 10, okay. You know what I'm saying? You're making like a $80 profit. I'm telling you. You cannot go wrong. You can't go wrong. She Dingo Bowl. She keeps spelling Digo. It's Dingo. Dingo. And Dingo was her name. Dingo. Dingo. Dingo was the name. She said, oh, okay. She keep calling it Digo. Digo. And and it was weird. I just wanted something different, like catchy. So a lot of people in the Midwest know about the dingo that ate the woman's baby, and ran off with the baby or something. When she said, the dingo ate my baby. So we were trying to spell it dingo. But then every time when I was purchasing something, everybody would say dingo. Yeah, they're dingo bowls. I love it. Dingo bowls. Hey, would you like a dingo bowl today? I like it. I love 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 it. And that's what's up. Anywho's, you guys. So check this out. Didi, your number is 7929693, 7929694. And I got you in there. Thank you for the super chat. She said chicken or beef dango stew. You got to remember, the beef has pork in it. You got to remember the chicken has shrimp in it. So if you just say chicken or beef, what about the pork and the shrimp? Some people, there's a lot of Muslims down here, and they don't eat pork. They don't eat pork. So you have to tell them it's beef and pork. And you have to tell them it's shrimp and chicken. Now, they'll have the chicken and shrimp, but they don't want to have nothing to do with that beef and that pork. And so in the chicken and the shrimp, I would still have to put a refried beans in there. You guys understand what I'm saying? She said, I know, I'm driving. Oh my God, don't wreck that car, girl. That's a beautiful car. Don't wreck that car. Don't do it, Sanja. Anyway, you guys, I was thinking about this woman, Dejan. She went to court yesterday. And I know you guys were thinking about it too. My girlfriend, I called her up this morning and we laughed about it. We were just laughing. She was like, oh my God. She think the way I think. She think that it's not going to be a trial. They're just going to put her in the mental hospital. This woman been cuckoo for a long time. She said, I was trying to type your Cash App name. Yeah, it's the same name as the Cash App. You guys? That's what it is. If you want to know. That's what it is. There you go. Dingo. 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 Dine and go. And here's the funny thing. Since the truck breaker kept breaking off, people were standing there for long periods of time, and we was like, we gotta make it where we can they can order the food, get in, get out. Not be standing there for 20, 30 minutes. They like, dang, it's taking a while. What y'all doing? And it was taking us a long time. But our breaker kept breaking off. So I ended up purchasing a different type of generator, which is an industrial generator. And so I had to take the truck to the shop, got it all fixed up, just paid the guy $700. But I told him I want another rack on there for the new generator. That ain't gonna cost nothing but probably about $100. But once we put that other generator on there, we're good. I don't want to be where when I park the truck, I could take the generator off because people will steal that generator. They will cut some stuff for that generator. I bought that generator secondhand at a pawn shop. They were having 50% off. They wanted $800. Now hold on. They wanted $1,200. So they went half price to $600. And since it didn't have a cover on it and they couldn't show me that it started, I end up getting that generator for $400 walking out the door. So soon, no, I'm sorry. So they wanted, so I can't remember, but it was between $200 to $400. I think I paid $250, but I was happy with it. I'm just being honest with you. I took it to the shop. I did have to pay the shop to fix it, and they did. They fixed it so quick it wasn't even funny. We made it home. They was like, it's fixed and it runs good. I was like, what was wrong with it? They was like, oh, it just needed a little this, a little that, Put a new cover on there or whatever and call it good. Put some wheels on it for me, you know? hmm And they did. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what's up. I like it. Think of me when you make your first 1,000. Miss soon to be millionaire. I'm not gonna be no millionaire, but I will be living comfortably. Chicken and beef dino stew, she said. Chicken or beef. But one of them ain't chicken and one of them ain't beef. One of them is beef and pork, and the other one is chicken and shrimp. Beef and chicken dango stew. I like dango bowl. I like dango bowl. Y'all like it? I love it. And give them some cornbread on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Give them some cornbread. Fill them up and give them a soda. I say, so since you're going to give them a soda is $1. So be like $12 a bowl. $12, right? That's a good price, 12. Because you got to give them cornbread too. Cornbread. You should make some just straight beef. Yeah, you're right. I probably should. You're right, woke the God. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of my family members, I've got Muslims in my family, and some of my friends, they're Muslims. They don't eat pork, and they may not want chicken or shrimp, and some of them don't eat shrimp. Like I don't eat shrimp at all. So, you know, I I don't want to make a whole bunch of different ones because you can have chicken and shrimp, beef and pork, or just beef. That means then I'm gonna have to cook some beef, which is fine. We can put some beef in there. hmm Beef, beef, beef. Yep, yep, sure can, sure can, and that'll do it. Cause the refried beans, you got to remember, refried beans is not a pork; it's a bean, you guys. So when people don't eat pork, you don't want to give them pork. You don't want to put nothing in there that's pork because they'll get sicker than a dog. I mean, because they can taste it. You know what I'm saying? And you're right. I probably need one that's just straight beef because people did ask us when we was out. They was like, "Well, I don't eat pork," you know, you know. hmm And we've got enough trays and we've got enough hot steamers that I can have. Um, I didn't see Freddie come in. Did Freddie come in the building? I didn't see Freddie come in the building. Freddie's taking care of business. Um, Curlin say, "Hey, yeah, y'all used to seeing Freddie, but Freddie's she taking care of business. She taking care of her health. You got to take care of yourself. Anyway, you guys, I'm finna get off here. I just wanted to chit chat with you guys. I just made this delicious meal. No, my husband can't eat it, but I am finna go and put the rest in the freezer. And so you will use red beans in the stew. I'm not gonna use red beans. I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use red beans. No, why would I put red beans in there? You want me to put red beans in there too? That's just making it more expensive. You want me to put some red beans in there too? I'm telling you, it is good though. So, lady, what's her name? Pooh Sweet? I think that was her name. Pooh Sweet. Yeah, Pooh Sweets. She said her mama's gonna taste it. What kind of beans? It was refried beans. It's just refried beans. Any refried bean. It's not one of those. It's just a regular small can of the refried beans. You know? Not the big round can that looks like your greens and stuff. Just a small can, just like a can of corn of refried beans. That's it. Just a small can. What the beans does is take that taste off. The refried beans take the taste off of the pot pie, but has that roux taste. I'm just being honest with you. And it makes it thicker. You know what I'm saying? It just makes it thicker, and that's how people get full. See, one thing about restaurants, when you go to those restaurants, all you can eat, they always have rice, they always have pasta, they always have bread, they have lots of all your drinks, all you can drink. And then they start having the other stuff. They have potatoes because you can I mean those things you fill up on real quick, which are cheap. Are you gonna make it, Dee Dee? Is you gonna make it, Miss Dee Dee? Cause Miss Dee Dee, she put buttermilk in her macaroni and cheese. Yeah, she put buttermilk in her macaroni. I'm not gonna forget. Bro came on that phone. My brother and Miss Dee Dee, they came on the phone. Miss Dee Dee was like, I put buttermilk. He was like, no. I'm going to tell you, my family is cooks. So that's why I come up with some really good ideas. But he was like, no, it's called macaroni and cheese, not macaroni and buttermilk. I don't know what he was driven. No, it was sour cream and macaroni. Yeah, it was sour cream. He was like, no, you don't want to put no sour cream in it. It's called macaroni and cheese, not sour cream, not macaroni and sour cream. Oh my God. You see how passionate my family is about cooking? Miss Dee Dee. Now, remember when I told you when we have like a family reunion or a get together, my family say, oh sis, you ain't got to cook nothing. Bring the ice, the plates, the soda. That's all you bring. When I got married, that brother that you talked to, now I told you, all of my brothers are cooks. And they are they're so, that's the one that you were talking to is the one that cooks for, what's that girl that sing that song? I want my this back, I want my that back. That it's a young Caucasian girl. Her father was a country singer, and he hooked her on. I don't know why I want to say Haley. Her name ain't Haley. What's her name? I want my this back. Let me try to Google this. Who sings the song? I want everything back. Country singer. Let me see. Yeah, Miley Cyrus. Thank you, thank you. You remember Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus. He cooks for Miley Cyrus. I kid you not. I'm not lying to you. Next time he comes on the phone, you ask him, say, "You cook for Miley Cyrus?" He gonna say, "Yes, I do. She flies me in. Anytime she wants, she can fly me in." He's on her payroll. And he cooks. She don't wherever she at, he'll cook for her. Miley Cyrus. That's her name. But all of my brothers are cooks. They're either cooking for country clubs or one day my attorneys from Washington flew in and we had a deposition to go over, and we were going over this deposition, and then they was like, "Oh, it's time for lunch. We're gonna take you out to lunch, Sonny, wherever you want to go." And I was like, "Okay." And they was like, "I hear about this really good place that's downtown," because we were close to downtown anyway. And they were like, it's up on the top floor, and it's really extravagant, but I hear the cook is out of this world. And I was like, "Okay, okay, let's go." Cause I wanted to know where they paying, they were like, "We pay for it, whatever you want to eat." And I was like, "Okay, we can go." Cause they wanted to go. They really wanted to go. It doesn't matter to me. I could eat McDonald's. It doesn't matter. I really wasn't hungry. I was just really tired. I was going through so many depositions. Yeah. But anyway, we get there. They pull up. They take the car. They have the valet. We go in. We get on the elevator. We go to this top floor. And they set us down. And we got these menus. Ain't got no price on them. Not one price. And they was like, what you gonna eat? What are you gonna eat? What are you gonna eat? Oh, I hear the rib steak, such and such, blah 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 blah. I hear the calamari, such and such and such and such and such. And what are you gonna? I said, "Oh, just give me, do they got a pork chop or some fried chicken or whatever? Oh, the cook will cook you anything that you want." I said, "Oh, okay." And so we ate. We ate and our stomachs, I was like, "Dang, it was good." They was like, "It was good, wasn't it?" I was like, "Yes." I said, "Oh my goodness." They was like, waitress, go get the chef. Go get the chef. So we want to thank him. We want to thank him and they were getting the money out because they were going to give him a tip. They didn't want the waitress to get the tip. They was going to give the tip to the cook. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Okay, tell me why out of everybody in the world in Wichita, my brother walks out of there." And I said, "Bro." And they just looked at me. And they was like, and he come up and he give me a big old hug. He was like, "How you doing, sis?" And he give me a big old hug and I said, "I love you." And they was like, "Y'all know each other?" I just said, "That's my brother." "That's really your brother?" "That's really my brother." They just looked at me. "That's my biological brother. I have a whole bunch of them." If any place we go to that's probably extravagant that you're going to eat at the Midwest, is probably my brother is running it. "What are you talking about, girl?" She said, "Wow." And they start talking to him, and he just smiled, and he was like, thank you very much." And he and before he walked out, they was like, cook over here. And they gave him some money, and and you know what? He owns everything he has. He still works. He actually works two jobs. He managed like I said, he managed the country club and that place there. And he's just a cook. When I say just a cook, I don't say it like it's demeaning. It's not. Like I say, they pay him very well. He runs the kitchen, and and all of my brothers are cooks, but nevertheless, um, he was working at Masonic Home, and I was over there, and yeah, and like I said, all of them cooks. We have, even my son is trying to do all his cooking and everything. He always, Mama, I'm finna barbecue. I'm finna do this, and I bought him a grill. And when I say a grill, I don't mean, oh, I went to Lowe's and bought him a grill. I'm talking about a homemade grill with the barrels and stuff like that. That cost $600-700. On wheels and all that other stuff. Because I told him, I said, because he was like, oh, he want to get in the kitchen with me. I was like, boy, you can go on over there and grill up some of that food over there. And we were selling his food and we were selling my food, and we took some of his food back, but I still gave him money. But because he got the smell going good and stuff. But people didn't want, they don't know about his cooking yet. But he's got a little bit more to work on. He got to work on seasoning his food a little bit. I don't know why my phone is not. I don't know why my phone is not ringing. I did not hear that. So let me call my phone, because that girl messed with my phone and I ain't heard my phone ring since. Oh, and it ain't ringing. It is not ringing, baby. All right. Let's try it again. That's why I'm missing all my calls. All right, got it. Got it. He was kind by putting me in the kitchen. He was kind by putting me in the kitchen. No, he was kind. Yeah, he was. He was. He was. Yeah. Do this, do that. Hey, because let me tell you something. People that just eat, like they eat, for average cook or something, I'm pretty good. But when you cook for people that do this for a living, you just can't give them anything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, when I had my chicken stew, it was a chicken roux. I made the roux, and then, the chicken was made with the already. And that's what I did. That it was totally different than what I'm talking about now. But people ate it up. But yeah, I learned that. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off here. It's been good. It's been nice. It's been wonderful. I will talk to you guys. Tomorrow we're going to come on. Pooh Sweet says she's going to tell us about her beef and pork stew rice. All right. Bye.